Hello, welcome back to Tottenham Logic. Today I want to be talking about Eze's release clause and will Tottenham pay it and how much it is. The four departed players that have already left Spurs. Conor Gallagher's comments on whether he wants to leave the club this summer. Conte is now manager of Napoli and he wants another one of our players. Saudi, I've got links to Sonny now, and so does someone else, Jose Mourinho. He's just joined Fenerbahce and he's tongue-in-cheek asking about Sonny joining him there. So a lot to talk about today and some other transfer news as well. So let's begin. Let's talk about, I can't say his first name, Eze from Crystal Palace. It's been stated now that his release clause is £60 million. And will Spurs pay that? So, in my opinion, I think they should. He's a brilliant, brilliant player. He's something different, something we haven't got at the moment. He's a game changer. He'll be brilliant at unlocking low block sides. He's also be brilliant at counter attacking top sides as well. He's just got everything you need from a number 10, and he can also play out wide. 60 million is not a massive amount of money considering we paid that for Richarlison. So I don't understand why we wouldn't go in for him. He's already been seen with a picture of James Maddison with his arm around him, sparking rumours that he's going to be joining Spurs. There's been lots of talk after he had a box in the Spurs stadium to watch the game. So there's lots of reasons why Spurs will be going. I think his agents are the same as the agents that the other players at the Spurs side, his representatives are the same people. There's so many reasons why his links to Spurs are realistic, to be honest. So, and 60 million is not massive in this day and age. So, especially if we made a few sales. So let me know in the comments what you think about Eze joining Spurs. I really think there's a strong case for him to come. The four players that have departed Spurs, that's Eric Dyer, Ryan Sessegnon, Tanganga and Perisic. Now, none of these are a surprise to me, apart from one. So Tanganga had a good end to the season with Millwall. Apparently he was playing really well, and it looked like Millwall were going to buy him from us anyway. But it looks like we've just let him go on a free, and Millwall were going to sign him for free anyway. I don't know whether that's ruthlessness or we should have tried to get some money from him, but I can understand why. Let's say we signed him up for a year's extension or something, and then Millwall decided not to buy him. Then we've got Tanganga on the books again for another year. So I think Spurs are just not wanting to risk that. If that makes sense. Perisic we knew was going. Eric Dyer we knew would go anyway. I think he might be signing for Bayern Munich, which is very strange to me. Very strange, and we can see why they didn't win the league now, because they had Eric Dyer at the back. Anyway, so Sessegnon was a shame. He's left. Not a shame as in I wanted him to stay, but a shame as in like he had so much talent when he was 16 years old, already playing first team football in the Championship and scoring many goals. He had such a career ahead of him, and then all these injuries have just derailed that. There's no reason why, if he can stay injury free, that the next club, I think Fulham are interested in buying him now. Well, not buying him because it'd be free, but signing him up. If he can have a year free of injury, then there's no reason why he can't get back to being a good player again. So it's a shame, but we need to get these players out the door if we want to improve our squad. So Conor Gallagher has come out after lots of transfer rumours between Tottenham, Aston Villa, trying to sign him, and he's just come out and said that he's looking forward to playing for the new manager of Chelsea next season, and he wants Chelsea to get back to where they belong. So this to me doesn't sound like a player that wants to leave. This to me doesn't sound like a player that Postecoglou would want, because at the end of the day, why would Postecoglou want to sign a player that wants to play for Chelsea? That just doesn't make sense, and it goes against everything that Postecoglou ever says when he says he signs players. They've got to 100% want to play for Spurs. He doesn't sound like he 100% wants to play for Spurs at all. I don't think he even wants to leave Chelsea for anybody, let alone Spurs. So I really don't think this Conor Gallagher situation is going to go away, but I just don't think he would ever sign for Spurs. I really can't see it. I cannot see it. So Conte, Antonio Conte has joined Napoli as head coach. Um, it was stated yesterday or the day before that he wanted to sign Kulusevski, but now obviously Kulusevski's come out and said he doesn't want to sign for anyone else. He wants to stay at Spurs, and he's excited about the project. And now Conte's turned his attention to Hojbjerg. And in my opinion, Hojbjerg played his best football for Conte. And Conte is a very defensive minded player, manager, and it really suits Hojbjerg's style of play. Hojbjerg will give his all no matter what, and he's always gave his all for us. It'll be sad to see him go, but again, we need to improve our squad with players that can play in this system for Postecoglou. There's no point in Postecoglou keeping players that don't fit the system because we're not ever going to go anywhere. So hopefully Hojbjerg does get his move to Napoli, and hopefully he has a good season. He may even win the league with Napoli because you know what Conte's like. He'll probably end up winning the league there. So Saudi Arabia have got links to wanting to buy Sonny. Sonny's already come out and said how much he loves the club and how much he's looking forward to captaining us next season. So there's no chance he's going to be leaving. He's so loyal to Spurs. He's probably more loyal to Spurs than Kane was, to be honest. And he's also asked the fans to he'd be so happy if they could see him as a legend. Sonny, if you're watching this channel or any other channel on YouTube, anywhere, you are already a legend. You are quality. You are the best player, one of the best players we've ever had, one of the highest scorers we've ever had. Now you're captaining our squad. I just really, really hope and pray that we can get a trophy that you deserve. Because Sonny lifting a trophy at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium would be insane. It'd be brilliant. I'd love it. I'd love to see that. So let me know your thoughts on everything I've spoken about today. Will Spurs pay that release clause? Will Conor Gallagher sign for Spurs? What do Spurs need to do in the summer to improve? And what do you feel about these players leaving us? Until next time, come on, you Spurs!